a sunny day anyway. So why should we complain? It was a sunny day.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Thunder and Lightning Podcast. I'm Thunder.
And I'm Lightning.
Well, Chris, it's November 12th when we're recording this, and it's November 13th when people are listening to it. What a perfect time in world history
To be alive.
to talk about our new next-gen consoles.
Our Jex Gen?
Our next-gen consoles like the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. But I sure as hell don't have one of those. Maybe I will by the time you're listening to this. Who knows? Walmart's on some shit. I might hop on, but we'll see. I'm just so jealous of everyone else who has them.
Just in general.
I was watching. Okay, so the new Devil May Cry. The two games I'm excited for are remakes. The new Devil May Cry is out, and by new I mean it's just got Virgil in it this time.
So we're just foregoing how was your week right to video games.
I'm just so mad. I have a lot of emotions about how the new consoles are out, and I don't have one. This hasn't happened in a long time. I usually have it. I got the Switch day one.
Are you crying?
I'm not crying yet. No. No. So I'm very excited about Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, and the thing about it is you can play as Virgil now. And the big joke with Virgil is that whenever they put him in a game, he's the best character, and the game completely breaks, and he's broken because he's the best character, even if that game is Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So I was watching Maximilian Dude for a couple minutes playing Devil May Cry Special Edition because I was like, oh, I want to see it for a sec. And he was playing it on Xbox Series X, and he was trying to do this combo, and he couldn't get it. And then he was like, hang on one second. And then he pulled up this menu, and the menu had a list of 4 other games on it, and he navigated to Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and he clicked on it, and then all of a sudden he was in that game. He was in practice mode as Virgil in that game doing the same combo. He was like, oh, okay, I got it. And then he went back to... He just had 4 games paused at once.
That's crazy.
I know. And I don't have that. And I want it. Do you notice that PS4 updated? So it's got a little icon where it's like, this is how you would connect a PS5 if you had one, but you don't.
My week was good. It was okay.
That's good. We have, if I may, an exciting new president.
We do.
Well, coming down the line. We don't usually talk about politics, but important stuff is happening. I assume, I don't like to assume, but I assume that everyone who's listening is from America. But just in case you aren't, for the past, feels like 20 years, we've had just a real shitty president.
Yeah.
And we're going to get a good one.
Well, let's hope so.
What do you mean?
I mean, he'll be better than this guy. Let's hope he's good.
Yeah. I thought when you said hope so, that was applied to the word new, and I was like, no, he is new.
No, he's new. Let's just hope he does a good job.
Hold on.
No, you are derailing me. I'm trying to say something.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I was watching our channel.
Okay.
As one does. I was just perusing, and something kind of bothered me.
Okay.
I clicked on a video just to see how it was doing because I saw it got some new views, and it was us opening the 1UP arcade, which is just a nice little video of 2 friends, one who bought an arcade machine for his birthday, and then they build it, and they have fun building it together. And I got it down, the thumbs down.
Oh.
It's just what's there not to like in this very sweet video of just 2 friends having a good time.
I don't know. Maybe they thought it was boring.
Well, they didn't have to watch it.
I'm sorry to hear you went through that. I was watching the speeches they were making, the vice president and president-elect, and I hadn't really checked in on any of those, but I really like the woman who's going to be our vice president. She seems really cool, and I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're all over the map. We did not do
Yeah,
this
you said I
podcast.
derailed you, but then you.
Well, no, I mean we always talk about our weeks first.
Okay.
Now we're talking about we went from video game to news.
I just wanted to start with the new console stuff.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about your week?
I just little not sure where we're going next. It was definitely like all Americans, I'm sure. Definitely a nerve-wracking week.
Oh yeah.
Nerve-wracking
Yeah.
week. But besides that, it was good. I've been playing Star Wars Battlefront again. I just really like that game.
The second one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Been playing that. Getting ready for my Mario 64 run.
Right.
And that's about it. It was just a nerve-wracking week.
You've been talking about this a bit. Do you have an update on their Avengers game?
So I started playing as the Hulk because that was just the next thing you do.
Okay.
And I'm just
Oh, you're still working your way through story mode?
yeah.
Got it.
I just stopped playing because I was just like,
Is it not good?
it's boring. I
Oh.
played a few Hulk missions and it was just the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, I heard that people aren't liking it. They delayed all of their DLC plans until 2021. And
Yeah.
It looked like they did that because people aren't enjoying the video game.
No, I mean it's incredibly boring, and I can play as Miss Marvel or Hulk, but I have to play the same mission that's just beat up the bunch of guys till you get to the end of the level.
You
And
mean
that's
like
the whole mission?
You mean like every new mission just feels the
Yeah.
same, or you have to play mission 1 over and over again?
No. Every mission just feels the same.
Oh.
So I'm just fighting a bunch of guys,
Well-
and then that's the end of the level.
I don't know this. I actually don't really know what like kind of game this is, but I'm assuming if you play online, you can play any of them you want right away.
Oh, sure. I like playing story mode first. Though.
Right, me too.
Yeah.
I was just yeah.
I haven't even checked it out yet. So you might be able to. But I don't know. I'm playing these levels and they're just the story's kind of interesting, but not interesting enough for me to be like, well, I guess I'll just keep smashing the punch button until the end of this level.
Yeah.
And like it's kind of hard. Like there's a million bad guys. And like it's one of those things where I'm not having fun.
Okay.
I'm just playing it to further along the story.
Could it be that you don't know all the buttons, or is this game just like this?
No, I mean there's combos and stuff, and the tutorial was very involved. I think I know the characters that I'm playing well enough.
Okay. You just think it's a drag of a game?
Yeah, at least so far, and I will say I'm early off in it, but it turned me off pretty.
Yeah.
I
mean, it turned you so far off that you went to an older game.
Yeah. Pauline keeps asking too. She's like, "You playing Marvel? You playing Avengers?" And I was like, "I might later." And in the moment, I mean it. And I'm like, "Yeah, maybe I'll put it on." And then I play Star Wars till I'm tired of playing it, and then I'm like, "Nah, I'm done."
They made Black Widow real ugly in that game. If I can just take the floor for a moment, I don't like the way she looks at all.
I'm trying to think. I can't even picture how she looks.
It's just so hard to program women, you know? They got the boobs, and they need more polygons. It's just tough, you know?
Are you being video game sexist?
No, I'm poking fun at a like 5-year-old meme how Assassin's Creed Unity came out and you couldn't play as a woman. And everyone was like, why not? And someone at Ubisoft said women are harder to... They literally said that. And then Sunset Overdrive, a game that no one has played ever because it's just so weird and bad and no one knows what it is. They had an Assassin's Creed outfit, but only for female characters.
Cool.
Just to be like, fuck you, Ubisoft, what are you doing? And then Assassin's Creed Unity came out and no one played it because it was super buggy when it came out. There was a couple of years there where like games were just coming out and they weren't done. like Assassin's Creed Unity and Batman Arkham Knight, and it's just like, we'll finish the game in a month, and then they did, and now the game's great, but like, why did you release the game?
Right.
That's why every time they delay Cyberpunk, not like I was excited for Cyberpunk anyways, doesn't look like my kind of game, but every time they delay Cyberpunk, I'm like, it's probably for the best.
Yeah.
They just delayed it again till like next month. I think they delayed it like 28 days or some shit like that.
I mean, we've talked about this a lot. I just say if you can't tell me exactly when your game's coming out, just don't tell me. Just say it's in the works.
Right. That's why I really have a lot of respect for the way Nintendo does stuff, because Nintendo will straight up be like with Breath of the Wild, they're like 2015 for sure, and then like tail end of 2014 rolls around and they like upload a YouTuber apology video of like, hey guys, so game's not done, it'll be done when it's done, and then next time they talk about it they're like, oh, at this time it's on Switch and here's the date. It took us 4 years, but
right.
It'll be really good, because Nintendo's got a really big anti-crunch policy that
right.
I really respect. And in the video game industry, the last like month before your game launches, there is crunch. There's like a pretty typical like games coming out crunch. But other than that, like there's no reason that they're like, if your game is 2 years off, no matter what, there's no reason for like excessive, like almost illegal amounts
right.
of crunch, you
right.
know?
I think unlike the move, as far as media goes, video gaming is definitely the newest. TV shows have been around. Movies have been around. Now there's video games. They're the only ones who don't do it properly. Movies, they'll let you know they're working on it. They'll let you know it's in the works. They'll give you a release date. Sometimes that screws up, and when it does, people are apeshit because you need to let us know when this is coming out.
Yeah.
Movies, same deal. TV shows, same deal. Games are like, it comes out, just throw a dart at a dartboard. It comes out that date. If it doesn't,
1897, okay.
Yeah.
That's when the game is coming out.
And it's like, just don't tell us. Just tell us you're working on it.
Fucking perfect example is Skull and Bones. It's a Ubisoft game. Basically, they're taking Assassin's Creed ship combat, and that's the game. And I was like, that looks cool. I'm going to buy that. They announced it in, I think, 2016, and it's still not out. And like, you know, I'll be the first to say like some of that might be COVID.
Right.
Now it's
now it's a different story.
Right now, currently it's a slightly different story. Like Cyberpunk gets delayed 4 times,
right.
and I'm like, it's because of COVID.
Well, that's with everything. Stranger Things season 4
should be out by now. Probably.
Who cares? That's gonna happen when it happens.
Yeah. Marvel said, nah, we're gonna wait a whole year.
Oh, I know.
We're gonna push everything
that's silly because
year.
It was done. Black Widow.
Black Widow's been done. Like I bet you that, obviously not ScarJo, but I bet you there's people on the Black Widow crew who are like just fucking starving right now because they haven't gotten their big fat Black Widow paycheck because it's not in theaters yet, and it's been done for a year. And also, we can't have this conversation without talking about the fact that Disney Plus is a thing,
right?
And you're not above releasing movies for astronomically high prices on Disney Plus,
even though we're already paying for it.
So just do that with Black Widow. No one will give a shit. I don't understand. Someone at Marvel is like, no, we're going to theaters, and I don't I don't relate to the sentiment. Just release your movie, and then I can watch it.
I get it. You think you're bigger than life. You've made some amazing accomplishments. Now's a different time, though, and it would actually be more trendy. It would be more progressive to just throw it on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And if you want to tax us with whatever amount of money to watch Black Widow, do it.
Right.
But like, it's right there. That's the next step. Unfortunately, probably within our lifetimes, movie theaters are going to go out of business. because of streaming services. Just put your movie on the streaming service.
No, it's definitely not like a couple more years and
No.
then no more theaters,
No.
but it'll definitely happen in
Probably
our,
in
like you
our
said,
lifetime.
in our lifetime, where we're gonna see the abolishment of
And
movie
COVID might have
theaters.
just rapidly sped up the pace.
I feel like, first of all, I feel like I know I'm not, but I feel like I'm the only person saying this. COVID is not over.
No.
But I feel like when it is over, there's so many like Wendy's and fucking all these movies that are like, now that COVID's over, and I'm like, we're right in the middle of it. Anyways, when it is over and everyone's cured and everyone's great and no one's dying anymore, I feel like movie theaters, along with a lot of other things, but I feel like since we're talking about movie theaters, I feel like movie theaters are gonna be like, we're back, baby. Come to us for your movies, and we're all gonna be like, fuck yeah, I want to go to a movie theater. I haven't been there in 9 months.
That's the hope. Here's the thing, though. If COVID keeps going, Marvel's going to have to break. They're going to have to,
Oh, yeah.
they're going to have to. It's either things start to go back to normal, and movie theaters are like, here we are, and everybody's like, yeah, let's go to the movies. Or it waits another 2-3 years. The industry is evolved enough to the point where the movie theaters are open. They're like, ready? And we're like, no, I got popcorn at home.
Yeah. That's the thing, like, if you here in a couple of years, I don't want to be offensive to anyone. I'm trying to word this in a way. If you are someone who has a stable enough income that you can afford Disney Plus and services, extra services, quote unquote, if it were like Netflix and PlayStation Plus and all these things, you probably have a decent enough TV that the newest Hollywood CGI mess is going to look fantastic on your TV, and you don't have to go to if you're paying $12 to go to a movie, you're just going for a bigger screen and not
a
a
better sound system
and not barely a better viewing experience than the one you could.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I get that there's people who are like, it's not the same if it's not in movies, but I do disagree. I've never really. There's some movies that I am like, I need to see this in theaters, but not because I want to see a big movie. I want to see this movie before it gets spoiled for me, or because I'm a big fan of it. Like, I don't want to see it in theaters. I want to see it as soon as I can. You know what I mean?
There's some pageantry, if I may, with movie theaters. It's an experience.
Right.
Beyond watching the film, it's being there with a group of like-minded people who are there to see and experience a new piece of media that you've all been hoping for. It's getting the actually now our theater specifically is like, you want a drink? Here's some booze. We just opened a bar in our movie theater. It's about an experience, something that's supposed to be bigger than life. You have to leave your house for. You have to go.
No, it's an
get
event.
ready for it. It's an event. There's more to it than just a movie. And I'll say that with Star Wars, it's an event. It's exciting to go there and see a bunch of people. It's like a concert.
Right.
You can listen to the band at home on a CD, but go to a concert, there's an experience being with the crowd, experiencing it with other people. And that's something you can't replicate at the house, but is it enough to keep the industry alive?
Right.
Is the question.
Right. No, there's definitely two sides of this conversation, but I think in 20, 30 years when everything's said and done, the one that's going to win is we all want to be like Wall-E and just be people who just sit in a chair and have all their sustenance tubed to them, and they get the news in a split second because it gets zapped to their temporal lobe.
Right.
I haven't seen Wall-E in so long. I want to watch it again. I want to watch Wall-E.
Okay.
Hey, I got as you can see down there, one of my favorite films of all time. I got Pokemon Lucario and the Mystery of Mew on DVD, and it said 2-disc special edition. I was like, neat. What does that mean? It just means you get another movie.
Oh.
It's like season 10 premiere was like an hour-long episode, and that's what's on the second disc. And I was like, so not like a music video or like behind the scenes for Lucario.
Right.
No, it's just a different movie with Mewtwo and not Lucario. Okay, whatever. That's fine. That's fine. Hey, let's get what I can only assume is probably the most boring part of this podcast out of the way real quick. You and I went on vacation again.
We did go on vacation again.
I got books.
You got books.
I bought Altered Carbon, and I got all 3 Adventure Zone books.
Okay.
Do you not remember this at all?
I'm trying to think.
We were at the big bookstore, and I was at the D&D section. I found all these
Oh,
books
yeah.
from this podcast I listened to.
Yeah, right. I do remember that. It was so quick because you found them all in a second.
Yeah. I was literally, there's the bookstore we always go to when we go on vacation, there's a D&D section, and it is always in a different spot. And this time it was right up front at the checkout, and I was looking at the stuff. I was like, this is a bookstore. There's no way they have the Adventure Zone comics, right? And I turn around, and literally all 3 of them are right in front of me, like, buy us.
A lot of maple syrup. Did you buy a powder?
What happened?
I see like a spice back there.
Oh, that's from last time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've just got a
collection of New Hampshire stuff.
Yeah, I've just got a stash of maple flavored shit.
We made, might I say, maybe our best on the spot skit we've ever made. Really intricate,
yeah, it's
really
definitely
involved.
It's not out yet for sure.
No,
but I think people are gonna like it. I think
and it was what amazed me was it was not premeditated.
No,
it was kind of premeditated in the thought that we were like, we should probably make a skit while we're up here just because the channel.
And then
could use
day
it.
5 out of 5, we were like, oh shit, we gotta make a skit real quick. And then I don't remember whose idea it was. I'm pretty sure it was Kelsey's. I want to give whoever's idea was the proper credit. I think it was Kelsey's initial idea, and then we added to it.
Well, I said. What did I say? I think it went something along the lines of, what if we did a part 2?
Yeah.
And then everybody, like always, and I really like how we do this when we all make a skit together.
Yeah.
It was everybody's brainchild. Everybody had a little idea thrown in there.
Yeah, because when we were in like the beginning of day 5, and we were like, oh, we gotta make a skit. In the back of my head, I was like, maybe next time I meet up with him, I'll be like, hey, next time we do a skit up here, maybe let's plan it out and write it out. But
I don't know. Let's not do it last day. If anything else, let's give ourselves a little prep time.
Well, no, I was gonna say like let's plan it out like well before and already.
We could do it while we're driving up.
Well, what I'm saying is like my mind is completely changed, and I like how everyone who was
on
vacation with us also came.
That's
up with
what I'm saying. While we're driving, let's all talk.
Yeah.
Let's come up with some ideas. It's a long enough drive. I think it's fun. I think it was fun to make. I think everybody had fun coming up with it and making it. I think the only difficult part in making it was the stressor of the fact that we were trying to leave while we're making this skit. Literally, some of it's filmed on the way driving home.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I had fun. I got this disgusting, I don't even know where it ended up. I got this disgusting maple candy. It was like...
It's not those hard ones.
No, those ones are great.
Yeah.
No, do you remember we went to the farm and I got
it
was maple sugar.
Yeah.
But like in a tablet that I thought I was going to suck on. I thought it was going to be like the density of like a sweet tart or something like that, or a Smartie.
Right.
But it was sort of just, I put it in my mouth and I didn't even bite. It was just like,
powder.
now your tongue is covered in powder.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh God. Oh, it's so gross. Oh, can we briefly talk about Dr. Payne? Because that just came out.
Oh, yeah. You want to talk about...
I don't want to talk too much because I think we are going to do that behind-the-scenes podcast idea that we had.
Oh.
But,
I vaguely remember talking about that. At the end of the
year.
Yeah. Okay.
But because we were in this one, so I feel like...
Yeah. No, that was the first documented time of thunder and lightning both at the same time being on Dr. Payne.
Yeah, I have of course appeared on multiple episodes before, but just for a brief moment to promote the channel. And
I've been on one to do something I really do wish we put behind a paywall.
I don't know if... I forgot you were in the Candy Bra episode. I didn't know what you were talking about for a second. That Candy Bra thumbnail might be my favorite one still.
The one for this episode, which is already out, you can go watch it right now.
Yeah.
It was funny, and like, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but I said it in the group message. I was like, it really looks like you two are looking at me smiling and I'm about to puke. Like, good. This little asshole deserves it.
No, I think what's happening is that's just Emery's face, and the reason I'm smiling is because you were being funny, like you were grossed out. But that face is you consuming onion Twinkie.
Yeah. Well, don't give it away. Can't just give away the
Can't
money
just
shot.
Say that. No, it was
Actually, that's probably a little teaser for the video. There's an onion Twinkie in this video. Go check it out.
Did you like the Facebook post I made where I didn't explain anything? I just said that he tried to poison us.
Oh, I didn't even. I liked it.
You liked it, but you didn't read it?
I forgot what you said.
What a poser.
What I liked about it, here's what caught me. Do you want to know what it was? You tagged him in it, but you cut out his
first name. Yeah, I didn't know you could.
I stopped reading after that. I was like, wait a minute.
I didn't know you could do that. I just went for it.
That's exactly why I didn't read the rest of it. Was I read that and I stopped. I was like, hold on. How do you do that?
The Facebook innovation that's probably been a thing for years.
Right.
That I didn't know about. Let's talk about. Listen, I know we have a podcast for movie and TVs and stuff, but this one's different.
Do we want to make an episode out of it? Are you going to talk Mandalorian?
Yeah, we can make it. You know what? Just because it's new, let's talk about the first 2 episodes briefly now, and then when the season finishes, we'll do another one like we did last time.
Okay, sure.
Because right now, the first 2 episodes... Well, when you're listening to this, there's a 3rd episode, but time travel. So we've only seen the first 2. I really, really liked episode 1. Episode 2 was also good. Not as good. I thought for a second that I thought he was going to fight Wampa.
Oh.
I thought, I know those are from Hoth probably, but I was just like, snow monster.
Yeah.
And I thought that would have been a cool fight. Maybe a little reminiscent of Shadows of the Empire.
Right.
A little bit, but this time he's a Mandalorian. But no, it was definitely weird. I think people need to calm down about how weirded out they are at the child eating the eggs.
I know. You know what gets me about that? People eat eggs all the time.
I know.
It's seeing the thing with the eggs. I think is what is freaking people out. It's not that big. It was funny. It was a cute little.
Right.
It was one of two things. Either he's incubating them, or it was a cute little joke.
Yeah. Either he knows, which is usually the case with the little baby Yoda dude. Either he knows something we don't, and he's doing something to those eggs, or he was just hungry for that scene where he had a little bento box and he wasn't eating it. And he just looks up at the eggs like, "Fuck! I wish I was eating those eggs." Confirmed in my head that no, he's just hungry for some eggs.
IDGF was the child in that episode. He's like, this guy's dragged me along long enough. I'm gonna do what I want. He was being a baby. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, I know.
Isn't that a quaint little
I know.
novel thought?
The weirdest part of that episode I thought was how she didn't notice. My mom was like, "Oh God, she's gonna notice and be mad."
Oh, she did at one point. Did you see her hold the eggs? He was staring at the eggs, and
right.
She was like, "Oh."
No, she definitely noticed that he wanted to eat them, but I think she's still oblivious to the fact that he
he's
definitely ate at least 4 of them.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the episode, he had one anyways. I was like, this little shitter is going through a rebellious teenage phase, I think.
In his 50s. At 1 year old.
Yeah, he's got Benjamin Button disease for sure. Have you ever seen that movie?
No, I know it's a real thing.
Wait, you know what's a real thing?
Isn't that disease real?
No, absolutely not.
I think it is. I think there's some kids they look old and they're young kids.
Okay. At the end of that movie, he dies as a baby. I don't think.
No, that's not the case. No, but okay, maybe it's opposite. There are kids who have a disease where they look old.
No, there's definitely a disease that you're supposed to get when you're old. That when you get it as a baby, it makes you look old. I think. Or
yeah,
something
there's something
that.
like that.
The Benjamin Button disease is totally fiction.
No, yeah. Never mind. No, I haven't. You know what? A better answer is no, I haven't.
Right. Yeah. I was just gonna say it's an interesting movie. But if you're not liking it by the end of hour 1, just keep in mind that there's 2 hours left.
Wow.
it was all right though. I saw it in theaters. Didn't have to. It was a little bored, but I think I would like it more now that I'm an adult. I only saw it once. The weirdest part of that movie, and it doesn't really give anything away. The person who's telling the story is like an old woman on her deathbed in a hospital, and they keep cutting back to her, but they keep cutting back to like the news, and you come to find out that the woman telling the story to whoever she's telling it to in the like future, who ends up being a character in the real movie or whatever, she's like currently living through Hurricane Katrina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just a random, like, Hurricane Katrina had nothing to do with the rest of the film, obviously.
Right.
But it just so happened that, like, cut back to... It's like that I forget what it's called, but there's a romance movie with Robert Pattinson and Emily DeEmile, I think her last name is. That's how you pronounce it? And at the end of the movie, he's staying in a hotel and they don't show you what it is, and then he gets killed by a plane because he was in the Two Towers. But it has nothing to do with the movie.
What weird name drops?
Oh, I know. It's just like, let's put this one natural disaster that was devastating, and everyone knows about it. 9/11 was not a natural disaster, but you know what I mean.
That's a new conspiracy theory right there.
The plane was destined to... No, we're done. We're not going to talk about 9/11. Have you ever watched one of those 9/11 conspiracy theory videos?
I don't think I've seen a... Well, yeah. Yeah, I have.
It's not... They're stupid. They're just stupid. You watch enough of them and you're just like, these are... It's that thing where, from Scott Pilgrim, where you're like, oh my God, this sucks. I hate this. This is so stupid. I don't want to be watching this. Why am I watching this?
Gonna quickly skirt away from the national tragic disasters topic.
I think that's smart.
Yeah. Let's talk about that little baby bitch on that show Mandalorian.
You want to talk about baby bitch some more?
Yeah.
They made a baby bitch eating some eggs pop figure,
which was too quick. Can I say they must have known?
They're doing a thing. Pop figure's doing a new Mandalorian pop figure each time an episode drops.
Wow.
Thing. Yeah.
It
was part
incredible.
of I didn't know about this until that one dropped, and comicbook.com was like, look at this shit. And I was like, oh, that was quick. And then I read the article. I was like, oh, they're doing a thing. That's neat.
Yeah.
So I can only
that
assume
is cool.
I can only assume that week 1 it was other dude.
You know what? We've been talking about episode 2 a lot. I feel like we were burying the lead intentionally, and then we just never talked about episode 1.
Episode 1 was so good.
Yeah, it was
Why
really
did they
good.
plant the bombs so fucking far away from the opening of the cave?
Well, I think it was to not let him know, not let the dragon know,
like
that
while
they're
they
there.
were doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that thing? Like, you, a Star Wars
So,
fan, did you
okay.
recognize what that thing was?
I didn't recognize it, but it has a lot of tie-ins for whatever reason.
Oh, okay.
You know that noise Obi-Wan makes in the first time we see him in the original? He's like, whoa!
Yeah.
And he's scared. That's supposed to emulate the noise of that dragon.
Oh.
Supposedly, that's what I'm getting from it. I could be wrong, but everybody
Okay.
was like, that dumb shit, it makes sense now.
That okay.
Or something to that effect. That pearl they take out of it,
Yeah,
that's supposedly similar to a kyber crystal.
But for what?
For a lightsaber. I guess it's like it's the in-universe Kmart kyber crystal.
Oh, okay. Bargain bin kyber crystal.
Yeah.
So why did the Sand People want it? Just to
I'm
sell
sure it's
it?
expensive, yeah. I'm sure it's a ton of money.
Like they were worshiping it because they don't talk, right?
Right.
So my mom and I watched it with my parents. My mom and I thought it was like an artifact that this thing ate, and they were like, "We have it back."
No, it's a pearl. It lives
It's
in
just
that
straight
creature.
up interesting.
So
wait, it lives in what?
it's that creature's pearl, whatever.
Oh, each one of those creatures has one of those?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
From my
it's
understanding.
like a very dangerous, super rare clam.
Yeah. Yeah.
An ultra rare, super deadly clam.
Yeah.
That just so happens to be the size and shape of those things from Breath of the Wild.
There was a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
I like how they talked about... They have yet to use the name Boba or Fett so far, but I like how in that first episode, anybody who was like, well, how's he still alive? They were like, this thing ate the Sarlacc he was in. We're not just going to tell you this, but here it is. This thing, this dragon ate the Sarlacc pit he was in.
Wait, what?
they said so. The dragon. They remember his little tunnel, his little cave there.
Yeah, yeah.
They said that's a empty Sarlacc pit.
Oh.
Mando said, They're never empty, and the dude was like, when you eat the Sarlacc, it is.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
But okay, so Sarlacc pit eats Boba Fett. Thing eats Sarlacc pit. Wouldn't that make sense that
He might have got out. He might have.
You think he got out before that happened?
No, I think in the destruction of the Sarlacc, he just kind of crawled his way out.
Because
somehow.
in the books, in the not canon books,
he
and
crawls
comic
his
books,
way out.
He crawls his way out and then gets eaten again and crawls his way out again and then gets
Cool.
killed by something else.
Cool, awesome.
If I remember correctly.
Awesome.
But it seems like they finally canonized that in the universe. I mean, I'm sure they're not gonna just like, we got the actor to play Boba Fett for this one scene and we're not even gonna say his name. Like, I'm sure he'll make another appearance.
I think I'm convinced that the episode we just watched was not a one-off, but like side quest. In main quest is Boba Fett gets his groove back.
Oh, dude, people on comic book news sites are like convinced that there's going to be a spin-off. They're like, multiple sites are like, everything we know about the Boba Fett spin-off, like, even though it hasn't been announced yet.
Yeah.
And like, sure, maybe it'll be cool. Also, I saw someone tweet, and I'm sure there's reasons why this can't be, but I thought it was cool. But someone was like, and it's clearly not, right? It's clearly, but someone was like, what if it's not Boba Fett? What if it's Rex?
Rex is an old man. I'm sorry. It's not. Watch the Clone Wars. He's dead. Rex is dead when this is happening.
I assume there was something like that.
Because this Boba Fett
ages normally.
And
was a kid in Phantom Menace.
Right. And Rex was an old man in
the Clone
Rebels.
Wars. Oh yeah, he was a grown man in the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And
he fought in the rebellion in the original trilogy. In that's like canonized now that the old bearded man in Return of the Jedi is Rex. There's no way this one's Rex. This has to be Boba Fett.
Old bearded man in Return of the Jedi?
There's a single shot. I'll show you a screenshot of it if you want. There's an old man rebel soldier.
Oh.
And like this year or last year, they were like, yeah, it's Rex.
You know what? You have showed me that, and I remember thinking it was stupid. I don't like how Star Wars has become that, where they're like, "Oh, this, yeah."
Right.
It used to be that. It used to be that on our side. We'd be like, "Is this that?" Like if someone was like, "Is that Rex?" I'd be like, "Maybe that'd be cool." But now that they're like, "No, it was Rex," I'm like, "All right, shut the fuck, sit down. It's not Rex. Shut up. Rex is from 2009. Shut the fuck up."
But no, there's no other unless they're like. Jango Fett had another clone. It has to be Boba Fett.
Yeah.
There's nobody else it can be. But it's kind of like a D&D campaign. Like, I feel like they're trying to confuse us with all these side missions he has to do and all this extra stuff. If you back out, he's trying to take Baby Yoda, the child, back to his people, and in order to do that, he's come to the conclusion that he needs more Mandalorians. Well, here's one.
Right.
And whether or not Boba Fett's a Mandalorian is yet to be decided. There's different Mandalorian creeds, from my understanding.
Yeah.
If you watch Clone Wars, they literally go to the Mandalorian planet,
right,
and they take their helmets off all the time. Like it's a tribal thing.
Because the big war that they're always talking about was in between 3 and 4, right?
No, that happened 1,000 years before Anakin.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. No, it's
Is that how we do it now? Instead of before Christ, it's before Anakin?
I think it's before by Anakin I meant episode 1. I don't know why I said Anakin.
I thought you're the Star Wars guy, so you say
no,
before
they
Anakin,
have their
that's not
version
what the
of
timeline's called, right? Star Wars?
No, they have their own like before Christ. I don't think it's based off of Anakin though. You gonna look it up?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm surfing my favorite website.
Oh, cool. But no, it's exciting. I think the overarching storyline of season 2 is going to be getting that. I
hope the rumors aren't true that shit went awry on set and that episode 5 we're going to see like a change in storyline or whatever.
That would suck.
I did notice. I thought this was interesting. Not a complaint, just something I noticed. That we we left episode 2 and he hadn't completed his mission. Up until now, it's been 1 mission per episode.
Yeah.
But he's still with Frog Lady.
Which makes me think Boba Fett's going to show up at the end of it, just simply because that was the cliffhanger of episode 1. Episode 2 kind of, I mean, it had a cliffhanger. It was, we didn't finish this mission, which I don't know. I have a feeling he's going to be very important to the season.
That'd be
and
cool.
if he's not, that's dumb. If this season ends and it's like, what about Boba Fett? That's dumb.
Yeah. No, it can't. There's no way that they were like, you like Boba Fett, huh? That's the last time you'll see him. This is where, ooh, excuse me. Mandalorian Season 2 is where Rosario Dawson is going to be playing Ahsoka Tano, right?
That's what the scuttlebutt is.
Okay. Sorry, I was hit with a Gwyneth Paltrow jump scare because I visited goop.com and there's a new face of G-Label and it's Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, with what looks like a censor bar over her?
It says G-Label. It's the
cool. Oh, how
cute.
They
all have it.
How cute.
It's not really a censor bar. She's wearing clothing.
No, I get it. I see.
Oh, you just hate. I see. You just hate Goop. I do
Yeah.
too. I can relate. What if the PS5's on Goop.com? What if I could just go buy a PS5 on Goop?
No,
one
it
would
would
find out.
It'd have a perfume dispenser on it, and it'd be $2,000.
It's a $200 PS5,
Yeah,
but
it'd be
you get to smell like
$2,000.
Gwyneth Paltrow's
Yeah.
vagina. What is PS5 is if not board games and more. Anyways, the 2020 Goop gift guides. Kids gift guide. Wait a minute. Everyone,
I don't
hold
know if
on.
I want to play this game.
Wait, what do you think? No, leave me alone. Telemarketer's trying to call me during the Goop Troop segment. Oh no.
Clothing. I hope it's clothing.
There's different sections for. I'm in the babies. This is for babies. Okay, this is Goop tweens. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna do one of each category. This is the Goop section for babies.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Let me guess what it is.
I'm not anywhere yet. I do want to do. Actually, what the fuck is this thing?
Let's do the whole game. Whole game.
Okay.
I guess it. I guess the price.
Yeah. Okay. Well, some of them, as you
Give
know,
it away.
have names that
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to. I can find one that doesn't.
I mean, do the do the typist one. Do the one that's messed up.
I navigated too far. How did I do that? I only hit back once. Okay, that was weird. No, there's bath bombs, and I was just gonna do
For
that
babies?
because you shouldn't. Yeah, you shouldn't put a baby in a bubble bath.
No.
Not many people realize that. It's bad for their skin and, if I may, bad for their genitals. If they are a female baby. Let's go with this thing that I found. This thing. It's a silicone bib.
I think it's a bib.
You're right. Point for Chris. This is fuck. There's a picture of a baby in it.
Let me see.
This is the. Well, I want to describe it first. There's no. Oh, interestingly
They
enough,
told you everything you need to know in the title.
there's no product. Okay, this is a bib with a basket. But
Cool.
it's made out of silicone, and
Let me see.
it says for catching rogue sweet potato chunks and avocado bits. And here's the bib,
Okay.
and here's the baby wearing the bib.
Oh.
I don't care how effective this bucket is. The baby has a way, in my experience, of getting food everywhere.
Mm.
I don't think this is gonna fix all of the mess that you think it's going to. What do you price?
$40.
$40. Well, this is actually, for the first time maybe ever, reasonably priced at $12.99.
No kidding. I
Yeah,
didn't
it's
think
almost
she knew
like-
prices went that low.
It's almost like when it's for babies, they chill. And they're like, all right. So this is, I've reached the kids section. Some of them are not great. Some of them are sandals, you know, this thing's a speaker, whatever. But one of them, see, it's got a funny name, but is it going to be a funny, they're called hashtag D, the letter D, and then the word sunglasses. There's a skate deck.
A what?
A skate deck, like a skin for your skateboard.
Oh.
Yeah. This one's actually cool. This is just crayons, but based off the various races that are on planet Earth.
Oh, they didn't invent that.
No.
That's been around.
Let's do this thing because I can't stop looking at it. This is maybe if I say it fast enough, you'll have no idea what it is. This is the Tony Box Red Starter Set plus Playtime Action Tony. An award-winning entertainment
Xbox Series X.
An award-winning entertainment system for littles.
I really thought I heard the word action. Is it not an action figure?
Tony Box, which is one word. Tony Box Red Starter Set + Playtime Action Tony. So if you look at the picture, I think that's Action Tony. This is obviously the red play box. Don't know what this weird dog is about.
They look like Funkos.
They don't look great. I don't know what you do with this. It looks like it's a speaker.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say that. Instead, it says Tony Box Red Starter Set + Playtime Action Tony. Starter Set implies that you start here and then you buy more Action Tony stuff from here.
Right.
How much we thinking?
100.
100?
Yeah.
You are exactly right.
Yes.
It is $99.99. Or, as we've all come to learn, 4 interest-free payments of $25.
Yeah.
Which, do the math, that's 1 cent more expensive.
Oh, no.
All right. Now we're into tweens, which, as we know, is anywhere from 11 to 16 or some shit. I don't know. Do we know what tweens is?
I think it's 10, 11, 12.
10, 11, 12. Okay. Why is that? Why aren't those just kids? Why do we need a new name for them in a new goop section? This is unfortunately named the Wet Set.
Oh, don't name any tween anything the Wet Set. Just don't. That's a bad idea. I don't care what the product is. Don't call it
Well,
that.
what do you think the product
I
is?
don't want... no comment.
It's lip gloss.
Don't call it that. There's no need of calling it that.
Even if it's not, but even if lip gloss was literally liquid with the consistency of water, don't call it the Wet Set.
I don't like that it... I mean, you know, I know it's 2020. Anybody can wear lip gloss, but like the fact that it's primarily a female-based product, usually
For tweens.
for tweens, I don't
No, yeah,
like it.
it's
As a
bad.
non-father, I have a lot of issues with that. As a person, as anybody.
Kosas's 3 most popular ultra-nourishing lip oil glosses in a chic, sleek set. So these are 3 lip glosses. Do lip glosses taste, I'm assuming, like chapstick?
Yeah, I think so.
So this is their 3 most popular. No. Oh, view full details. Oh, there's another. Kosas's 3 most popular. I read that part. Made with hydraulic acid, peptides, and evening primrose. The gloss acts more like a treatment, sealing in moisture and helping lips look visibly plumper. This is for children. And the shades, jellyfish, a glossy clear, dip, a gorgeous, slightly pearly nude, and Jaws. Oh, those are the flavors. Jellyfish, pearly nude, and Jaws.
Okay, a flavor should not be called pearly nude. I have a lot of issues with this product. Jaws. What does Jaws even mean? Does it taste like shark?
Oh, well, Jaws is a truly perfect red, a gorgeously wearable.
Oh, I think these are colors. Pearl is a color. Nude is a color.
Yeah.
I don't think they're
Jellyfish.
flavors.
Jellyfish. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. First one's called Jellyfish.
Yeah.
That one's glossy clear. Second one's called Dip, a gorgeous, slightly pearly nude. And the third one's called Jaws, a truly perfect red.
Yeah, okay.
I see now. That makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
What's the price of this, Chris, while I
So
navigate back to
3
that toy to read the whole description of it?
3 gloss sets.
Yeah, 3 bottles of lip gloss.
30.
25.
Okay.
So you
Somebody is getting good at this game, except the baby section.
So I've navigated back to the toy because I want to read the whole thing now that I know how to. What's a Tony box, you ask? Funnily enough, I was asking that.
We were, in fact, asking.
It's an award-winning entertainment system that lets little ones listen to music and audio books via little figurines called Tonys. While most of them come preloaded with content, in parentheses, the dog contains 50 minutes of popular children's songs, the Red Tony lets you record up to 90 minutes of your own content for playback. Cute idea. Have grandma narrate a bedtime story remotely via the app for your child to listen to at night. It's a sweet substitute for in-person tuck-ins. So
it almost feels like Goop should be a children's company, because that sounds like a good idea.
Well, it sounds like a good idea until you realize that this dog is just a CD, and if you wanted to record something from grandma, you could just use a phone.
Yeah.
It is a cute idea. I don't know why the music has to be trapped in the little boy, but you know, I ain't.
If it has Wi-Fi.
I was gonna say I ain't judging, but like I'm definitely judging. Yeah, could you hook Spotify up to this? I bet this is easily hackable, so you could hook Spotify up to it. Oh, tween is where it ends.
Oh, that was it? I thought there was an adult section. I thought we were in the get somebody a gift because it's almost Christmas section.
We were in the gift guide section, but I clicked on the kids subsection of the gift guide section. So
so wait a minute. So it ends with tweens.
It goes babies, kids, and then tweens. And let me just make sure. Yeah, that's it. It stops at tweens.
Okay, so
if I go
I'm going to look up what ages tweens stop at, because I've got some problems.
Yeah, because the next one isn't teens and onwards. It's kids, hosts,
right.
Around
9 to 12 years old is a tween.
Okay, so you were exactly right. Forward to your SO, your significant other. Cook, lovers, travelers, and the ridiculous but awesome gift guide.
Yeah, so at 13, all that stuff is appropriate? Is that what Goop is telling us?
Everything I just said?
Yeah.
No, those were the different gift guides that you could look at. I was in kids.
But if I'm 13, I'm out of the tween section.
Oh, I see what you're saying. From 14 and onward, you can visit. Feel free to get out of the teen section. Feel free to visit the lovers gift guide.
Right,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Tune in next podcast for the lovers gift guide. I can only assume that the gift guides will be there for the next 2 months.
Right.
And that'll do it for us. This podcast is great, and I love it, and I love doing it. None of that was sarcasm. Thank you for listening. New Bopper Flop coming at you. We haven't recorded it yet, but we'll get on it. Don't worry. Don't listen. Oh God. And then he knocked shit over. Was there anything that we wanted to say real quick before we leave? Anything that happened? Everything's changing over. We've got Undertale starting.
Yeah. All new series are happening right now, right in your face.
Sooner rather than later, you're going to see Red Dead move to Putt-Putt and then something else. Sooner rather than later, you're going to see where Fallout was turn into Return of the Obra Dinn, which is a murder mystery
and it's
game.
already a different
It's
game
already
right now.
It's already
defunct.
It was, dude, if I can take the last couple minutes that we have to talk about that real quick, it was hard listening to that, because do you remember what happened when we played Defunct?
No.
I was basically asleep while playing.
Oh.
I was so tired. I say some random ass shit, and I'm not just talking about the big one. Even in episode 1, I say some random shit that I'm just listening to myself, and I'm like, what the fuck did he just say? And I wish you called me out on it. Because I said some weird shit, and you were like, oh, he knows the game. I'm sure you in your head were like, oh, well, he knows the game, and I don't, so I'm not going to. But I said some shit that like just did not make any sense. I was embarrassed editing that. I didn't even watch the end of the last one. I just made sure it was synced up and sent it on its way. I didn't even make thumbnails for it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Putt-Putt will have a great looking thumbnail.
I didn't. I hope so. Can we get a face frontal picture of Putt-Putt? I don't think it exists.
I don't want it. Chris is laughing because my face made the emotion I would refer to as abject terror. I don't think a front-facing Putt-Putt would do anyone any good.
John, I'm gonna commission
no,
you.
Absolutely no. No, I'm not paying. I'm not. I mean, here's the thing. If John's
I'll hang it in my room. It doesn't need to do anything.
Us a thing, I'll pay for it, but I don't want to have to pay him to make a meme. Essentially.
All right. With that.
Hey. Also. Smush Brothers is probably done. If you want more of it, please be vocal. If you're like, I really liked it and I want to come back, please let us know.
Yeah.
Because as of right now, it's dead and it's not coming back.
If I can push back the curtain for a second.
Yeah.
It has not been doing great
in the
view-wise.
Category, yeah.
But if it has a small community that really enjoys it, we will keep it going.
Right. I know I'm saying this at the end of the podcast, but if at least 2 people comment on this video saying that they like that one and don't want to see it go away, and they were
speak now or forever hold your peace.
Yeah, exactly. Yes,
because there are ideas in the works to replace it.
We liked doing it, but it was really hard to edit for what was essentially a bonus thing on Wednesday.
It was practically a second video essay a week.
Yeah,
a week, mind you, every single week.
Well, every other week.
Oh, right.
But it was a lot of work. It was fun recording it and doing playing the game as
but
it
but if people aren't going to watch it, and this isn't us yelling at the viewers.
Absolutely not.
If it wasn't a hit, it wasn't a hit.
Right,
we'll move
and that's on us, and we'll accept that and we'll move on. But if someone wants it, be vocal, and we will bring it back. So that being said, thank you for listening. Please watch all our other stuff. We've got so much stuff. We've got daily stuff usually. Except on Mondays, because Mondays is on every other week right now. But that being said, thank you to, I do this only sometimes, thank you to Froggy and the Friendship for the use of our theme song, Sunny Day. You can find that on their SoundCloud.
Hey, he said it.
I said it with confidence this time. And the Let's Play theme song is the 8-bit version of that, also done by them, also on their SoundCloud. I've been Thunder.
I'm Lightning.
Stay safe, stay clean, and we'll see you next time.
Amazing video game.